Hey guys, Phil here from Prepared Programming. In this video, we're going to take a look at a ring muscle up foundation session that we recently had in the program. First thing I want to do is start off with defining foundations, or what foundations means to us. So in this context, foundations does not mean a basic or easy session by any means. We are categorizing foundations as our sort of building or strength sessions. So what you'll see in there is sort of strict or tempo or negative sort of work, or weighted complexes for all the sort of gymnastic variations that we have. And then from there, we would go into our sort of maintenance, our capacity, and our interference sessions. Okay, so if we take a look at this session that we have right here, this was for a ring muscle ups foundation session. So we actually had a complex, and this is our elite. What you see on the screen is the elite version. It was 2 to 4 strict ring pull-ups, and then 2 to 4 strict muscle-ups, just the transition, so not the dip, and then 2 to 4 reps of the full strict ring muscle-up, okay? So you can see here I started with 2 reps on each one, and I actually thought that I was going to try and go for 3 on this second complex right here. I think I got 3 reps of the pull-up and 3 reps of the transition. But then if you take a look, once I get into those strict ring muscle-ups, just take a look at that backswing that I started to have at the bottom there. So I wasn't super happy with how that swing was coming in. So I dropped that down just to 2 reps. Okay, so for the remaining sets, we had 5 sets here. So for the remaining sets, really trying to focus on keeping that hollow position and not having the backswing at the bottom, because that really is what defines the strict movement. I don't want to go into that kip swing, even if it's just a really small one. I might not get away with that when I go to a competition, so I don't want to have that when I'm in practice. So really trying to make the reps as perfect, as Instagrammable as possible. Okay, so we've got a bit of a different angle here. Maintaining that false grip, pulling my chest up to the rings, getting that fast transition, elbows tucked in. That one was a little bit bad, you saw my elbows sort of wing out on there, and then fix that a little bit when I went into the strict ring muscle up. And starting to get a little bit tough on those ring muscle ups there as well. You can see just really trying to work hard on that turnover. And then this is the last set here. So again, this was our, what we call a GX scale. So this is like our elite level scale, if you will. And then we had 2 sort of scales under that. And we will have that for all of our foundation sessions. It'll never just be, okay, straight into these sort of really tough complexes. So you'll actually see after this clip, the RX scale that we had was just trying to do strict ring muscle ups, so a set of maybe 1 to 4 reps, and you had rest as needed in between sets, and then just trying to accumulate 3 to 6 sets for quality depending on what sort of capacity you have for the strict ring muscle ups. And then after that you had some extra work to do on the dips. Okay, so you see the dips here, getting as low down into that dip position as possible, and then hitting that solid lock out at the top. And again, just kind of moving through these sets for quality more than anything else. So not trying to break, not trying to compromise technique to get more reps. Everything in this session was about quality. And then for the DX scale, which is our development scale, they were starting down with some banded transitions. So just trying to get some help from that band in the pull and working on that turnover position. So they had sort of 3 to 6 reps, rest as needed, getting in some sets for quality there. And then again, moving on to those banded ring dips, or just unassisted ring dips, trying to get as deep as possible into that position. Okay, so that was a strict ring muscle up foundation session that we have on the program. That's just a good example of how those foundation sessions will look. Everything about quality and really good movement, not so much about pushing the volume, and very rarely would you see sort of the kipping movements in there. So look out for those sort of foundation sessions for all the different types of gymnastic movements on the Prepared program.